Hello and welcome back to the channel. Slightly different video today. I'm going to do my coloured pencil collection. I want to start a series of videos colouring different pages with the different pencils that I have to show you the way that I use them and what I prefer about them, and just a little bit of information about the different coloured pencils that I actually have knowledge on, because simply I use and own and have them, and because of that I thought I'd start with the actual set of pencils that I have, and then you can let me know which sets of pencils you'd prefer to see in the upcoming videos. So in the order I got my sets of pencils, I started with the Castell set. This is from Amazon. It's this is possibly the old case, I believe. They have different case fronts, new branding, but they're all either this is the old or the new version, but they're the same pencils by Castell. These were a gift from my husband a while ago, and none of my pencils are in these cases anymore. They've all been moved to cases which I also got from Amazon. This is the one with my Castell pencils in. As you can see, I changed mine to the colour orders, and this is the pencil. It's a round barrel. They do have colour names, which is quite nice for more than a cheap to mid-budget pencil. They have the colour numbers on there. It's difficult to see with these, they're always quite a shiny metallic, and of course the capped end, which is also quite nice for a cheaper pencil. You get a lot of different opinions on the Castell, but I've always found them to work very well on the Amazon CreateSpace papers, and of course they are cheaper, so I do use them a bit more often probably because of that. Obviously you can see some of my more favourite colours, and you'll notice that some are missing because they'll be in different projects that I'm currently working on. I tend to keep my pencils out in the sets for the pages that I'm working with. I use an electric pencil sharpener with these. It works really well, but of course it does give that longer point, eats up your wood a little bit quicker, so a lot of people are a bit too nervous to do that with the more expensive brands. These come in smaller sets than this one, all sold on Amazon, and of course you cannot buy these open stock, but I've had these a few months now, and pencils, they still last a while. So that is my first set, and they do just fine. I keep them in pencil cases, and a couple of the people that I watch, I think the first one I saw do this was Lovella's Colouring on YouTube. They label their pencil cases so that you can quickly tell what you've got and where. The next set of coloured pencils that I got at full set was the Prismacolor Pencils. Yeah, I know I kind of jumped straight to expensive really, but I got these, I found a deal on eBay, so it was one of those things you just couldn't pass up really. So I grabbed the full 150 set of Prisma. They come in this cardboard case with the plastic trays, which is pretty standard. These are an artist grade pencil, so they are quite a bit more expensive than the Castell, but still cheaper than say your Polychromos and Holbein. Your Prismacolor are also a nice round barrel. They have their colour numbers and their name. They do not have a capped end, and a lot of people struggle with breakage with these. I've never had that problem, to be honest, myself. I use a Tigao sharpener with these. But to be honest, as strange as it is, I've not used them a whole lot. Obviously I've not had them very long. Again, you'll notice some are missing for projects that I'm using them for. They do have a lovely set of colours with the Prismas, and they do, of course, blend extremely well and set down a very soft, creamy wax layer, and they are lovely. You can get these open stock, so that is nice if you do find yourself working through those, few favourite versions of the pencils. The next set that I got were a much more budget set. These are usually found on Amazon under numerous names, to be honest. They are always on the pencil, a Brutfuner pencil, but if you search Brutfuner, quite a few different brands will come up. I think the Guangui and Laconile are all, when you get them, Brutfuner. These are an oil pencil. I have the 160 set, and I paid just under £30 for these. I'm from the UK, so it's pounds for me. And these are actually probably one of my favourite pencil sets, which obviously for the price is very good. They do not have names, but they do have numbers, which works out nicely. They're not a capped end, and they are a round barrel. They do have some lovely colours. There's quite a few currently out of my sets for different projects that I'm working on, so that's why there are numerous missing pencils. Again, because of the price, I do just use my electric pencil sharpener for these. I think I'm probably going to just buy myself a spare set, because of course these do not come open stock. I think they have a watercolour version out as well. I haven't used those, so I don't know what they're like, but I will be repurchasing a spare set of the Brutfuner for myself. I do enjoy these. On the Create Space Amazon paper, they work really nicely. They just came in a little plastic box, so I don't still own that at all. But yeah, I do use those a lot, and surprisingly really like the pencil set. The next I got was another gift, and that's my favourite set, and that's the Faber Castell Polychromos 120 set of pencils. These are also an oil based pencil, which has led me to the conclusion that I think I prefer the oil pencils to wax for quite a few of my projects. I still use both, but I do always enjoy both of the oil based sets that I own. So the Polychromos comes again in a tin with the plastic inserts. This one's a bit nicer because it's got the small little fabric holders that will lift up, and they've got a cushion underneath that stops the next layer getting smashed about a bit. I don't have them inside here at the moment, so I don't have that to show you, but they come in this tin, and I have them set in another pencil case that I got from Amazon, and these are my Polychromos. These come in beautiful colours. Same as always, there's some out for some of the projects that I'm working on. These are again a round barrel. They have their barcode and their colour and their number, and they do actually have a light fast rating. I only colour in books, I don't colour to sell my artwork, so that doesn't mean very much for me, but obviously for people creating work that needs to stand up to the sun and light pollution, that is important, and it is a nice capped end with these. And again, I use my Castell pencil sharpener for these. Keeps a very short point, doesn't waste your pencil, although I'll be honest, you rarely sharpen Polychromos. They are much firmer than your wax-based pencils, especially your Prismacolor, which are very soft. These, of course, also come open stock, and I believe there's a watercolour version of these, which they match the colours, and that's the Albrecht Durer. I do have the Albrecht Durer set. It's not a full set. I've got a set of 68. It came in like a gift box set that was really beautiful, and again it was a gift. These are a bigger pencil with the hexagonal shape to them. Again, they have their colour name and their number and their light fast rating, and they are a capped pencil. These are I don't have a lot of experience with watercolour pencils. I only own these and a very, very cheap small set that I got whilst out shopping, but from this set, these are beautiful pencils, beautiful colours. Again, there's a few out for a project I'm working on in my Botanicum by Maria Chol. These are lovely. Again, I only got the set I did because it was a gift, otherwise I'd have probably, as always, got the biggest set I could have. But to be honest, I really can't say that, you ever use all the different colours and shades that you get in these sets, and I've never really found this 68 set to be lacking anything so far that I might need. And yeah, these are absolutely lovely pencils, again just in a Amazon pencil case with a tag on so that I know which set they are. And yeah, these are really, really nice pencils. The next set that I got were the Arteza 120 Expert set. Again, I got these on Amazon, and they come in this smaller tin, and it's deeper and it has more smaller plastic trays again, as they tend to always come in. And again, this is in a pencil case, again from Amazon. Probably spent as much in pencil cases as I have in anything at this point, but I must admit, for ease of use, for being able to pick your pencils and change sets and move around on the go, I did resist for a while buying cases, but they really do make a difference in the end, to be honest. Make life much easier. Surprisingly, these are also a much loved set of mine. Out of my wax sets, I really like these. I use them a lot, especially on the Amazon paper, because they are a I'd say, you know, cheaper to mid-budget, because they're still about £60 usually for the full set. So they're not, you know, kind of a Xena colour or a Brutfuner, but they are a lovely pencil. Again, they have the capped end, which is nice. They're a nice round barrel, and they also have their name and number on the pencil. So again, there's some out for some of the projects I'm working on, and again, lovely array of colours that come with these. Let's be honest, any one of these sets and you'd have every colour you'd need for many different projects really. Most of them will come with a few metallics. I think in every set I own I've never really touched them, but they're there if you need them. And that's the Arteza set. I think I'm gonna have to try their watercolour version. I think that would be nice. Just because these are so nice, I'm quite impressed. So they might be the next set that I work towards, I think. So then, like many of us, in between these sets I got bits and pieces of the Black Widows. I started my Black Widow collection, because we'll call it a collection because there's quite a few bits and pieces that belong to it now. I started mine with the Cobra Set. I just picked them up off Amazon when I was having a look one time, because they're really rather inexpensive. I think it was £11 at the time, and you get 24 pencils in that. That is part of their original 3 set that they created, which I didn't pick up the other 2 for a while. I then collected the light and dark skin tones that they added on afterwards, which are both a set of 12 pencils. And then, strangely enough, obviously because I have quite a few sets and didn't bother, I heard they were coming out with the Monarch Pencils, so it was actually that set that I got next, which is the 48 set of pencils that I knew, from what I'd seen, had quite a lot of really nice pale pastel colours in them, which it did. And when I got it, obviously, yeah, I enjoyed it so much that I then ended up with the Black Widow original set of 24 and their Black Widow Scorpion set of 24, which completed my collection. I now have them all together, of course, in another pencil case from Amazon. I have them by colour rather than sets. Again, there's some out for projects that I'm working on. You can tell the different sets. The original 3 sets didn't have a coloured end, whereas the skin tone set have a smaller coloured end, and then the Monarch the bigger colour. And of course you can see the Scorpion set in white, and that's the Black Widow set in the red writing. So they all look rather different in your case. They are of course all black barrelled, which is very nice, and these again are a hexagonal shape rather than round. So if that bothers you, obviously for some people it makes a difference to their choice. These are a wax-based pencil, and they do have the capped end, either in the original in black or in the newer sets, they're coloured capped end. These all have the name of the pencil colour, the number, and each one has which set it's from and the little icon corresponding to that. So these are very nice pencils. The newer sets, I must admit, are a bit softer than the older ones from what I've seen using the Monarch pencils, but they are all very nice pencils, very rich colours, to be honest, and these are probably my pencil of choice when colouring leaves and foliage, to be honest. You can hear my dog clopping around, sorry. He's on guard duty, I think. So that's my Black Widow set, and then the final set I ended up with was an anniversary gift from my husband. It's a good job he supports my colouring, really, isn't it? Probably get most of my stuff that way. I'd had my eye on the Inktense for a really long time, especially because I've got a mouse guard, and you always see people on YouTube colouring the mouse guard book with the Inktense Pencils by Derwent. They come in the 72 set, so these were the last set that I picked up, and these are lovely. These are not a water-based pencil, these are an ink pencil that you activate with water, which of course means that once activated and dried, these are permanent, unlike a watercolour. So they can be a little bit more intimidating for that reason, and for that reason I mean they are new as well, but I haven't used these a lot, but they are a beautiful set of pencils. Obviously the colours aren't very impressive or a lot to look at until you really activate them, and they take on the bright vibrancy and change. These pencils again have their colour name and their number on the barrel, their colours on the end, and they are a capped round pencil. Again, quite a nice big barrel to these, very comfortable. Where did I get that one from? There we go. And that is the 72 set of Derwent Inktense. So like I said, this is, well, for a start, this is not to show off. Obviously I work hard and I spend my money on the hobby that I do, especially lately, because obviously nobody goes out very much anymore at the moment, so I choose to purchase my favourite colouring medium, which is definitely pencils. I think you can guess from the sets that I own, and I use them a lot and I enjoy them. But the main purpose for this video is just to, you know, show you the differences, some of my preferences, and let you choose which ones you'd like to see in future videos, really. So whatever request you might have, just pop it in the comments below. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and wish to see future content. Obviously I'm a very new channel and I'm just starting to grow. I've got 41 subscribers, and I just wanted to say, to be honest, a thank you to those people that have subscribed, because, well, it means the world to me. Can't believe I've got 40 subscribers, to be honest. I'm very pleased, and I'm glad that you've felt, you know, that you want to come back and watch future videos. So thank you for watching. Hope the video was alright for you, and see you next time.